Hello. Today we will start to create the image route. Uh, we will create a post image since a cat needs to have some image, some photo. The users have to upload some photos. So we will create a route. So first let's create the file image route, and from fast API I will import again API router. I will create images router. Actually, we can create it image router, images router. I think it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's create images, tags, again images. Okay, so in this images router we will add one post request. We will call it upload. Okay, and I will give a function post image. Okay, and we will receive here image. I will pass for now. So first of all we will need here the image model. So let's start with the image models. Okay. So here we will have a few models. Okay, let's import Pydantic from base model. Okay. Okay, so I will create class base image base to base model, and here I will say the base model. So here we have, let me explain two things. I will receive the image in base64 format from the front end. So let me write pass for now here and create the class which will be used for base64. Okay, base64, which is base model. Okay, and here we will need some, how to say, key on which we will define the class. So let's call it photo base 64, since this is what we will receive from the front end and it will be a string. Okay, so let's import this here in the router. So from models dot image models import image base 64. So this is the actual request, JSON request, which we will receive from the front end. And let's say the data is equal to image model dump to receive the JSON model. Okay, and let's say base 64 data is equal to data photo base 64. Of course we can make it in other way. Base 64 data is equal to image put photo base 64. Maybe, yeah, this is even better approach, so I will make it like this. Okay, so here we have a string of the base 64. So here I want to do few things. I want to store and to compress the images, since a lot of images will be uploaded And since we will be using cloud storage, I want the images to be not so, how to say, big. So for that purpose, I will use some library to compress the image and to create it in WebP. So let's write some logic. Let's create one more folder. I will call this folder utils. Okay, and in the utils folder I will create it as package, and I will add one file, image compression. Okay, so here I will install Pew. Let me just check really fast something. Okay. Okay, so I will install pip install Pew. I just check it in PyP how it was correctly spelled. Okay, so from Pew import image, and let's start to write the actual function. Let's call it compress image to WebP. Okay, so here we will need base 64 image, which is string, and I would like to receive bytes, since later I will upload bytes to cloud storage. Okay, so let me say the file type will be WebP, and I will try image data will be equals to, so let's import them from base 64, import base 64 decode. So I will decode the file image, and I will receive here you can see bytes, and I will write if length of image data is more than max size, and let's say the max size will be equal to 200. So that means the maximum size will be 200 kilobytes. So let's say if the image is more than the max size, I will create image equals image dot open, and here I need one more thing from the standard libraries. I will import bytes.io. Okay, so bytes.io, I will add image data, and here the buffer equals bytes.io, and image dot save buffer format equals to file type, and was less equals to false, and quality equals to quality. So let's say the quality, we will define it equals to 85. Okay, and image data will be buffer dot read. Okay, so here we will return image data. Okay, and here we will handle an exception, so error, and we will import from binary import error. Image dot unidentified image error as error. Let's say raise value error valid image data or format from. Okay, so here we wrote a simple function which we will compress the image by some requirements. Of course, this hard-coded variables can be added here in the function signature and can be changed, but for now let's stick with that. Okay, so one more thing which I have to write, so I need the bytes which are equal to, let's import that function from utils.image compress image to empty. And here I have to add base64 data, but base64 data, when it's sent it have some data URL. I will show later in Postman when I make some testing how that looks like, and it will be more cleaner. For now, let's say that we have to separate the data URL from the base64. So let's write one more file. Let's call it now utils because it will be just some simple function, and let's say def separate data URL from base64. Okay, and base64 with data URL is equal to string, and here we will return tuple, since sometimes we will need both information, so data URL and base64 data will be base.split by comma. Okay, and return both data URL and base64 data. Okay, so here what I will do, so I will change this function. I will import from utils.utils import separate. Okay, so I will take this and I will separate. Okay, I will take only the base64 data. Okay, I will save it, and let's stop here, since I will show something really interesting in the next video. We will start to interact actually with the GCP. Okay, thank you for the attention.